Tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted and kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never.
Okay, keep this in mind. The facts never added up in this case, yet an innocent man spent 30 days behind bars just to prove he didn't do what he was accused of. Imagine how your life would change after a month in jail, all because of an accusation from a woman you have never even met. I mean, really place yourself there. Feel the weight of it, like let it sink in.
41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted and kidnapping. This is the woman who accused him of those crimes, 20-year-old Angela Yuramova. Police in Middletown Township said Yuramova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck.
And just like that, she sentenced an innocent man to a jail cell with less effort than it takes to order a pizza. Remember this story and keep it tucked away in your memory for the next time a modern woman asks why you no longer approach women in public. Because it's really a Tommy Knoxville jackass level stunt. The only question is, would you rather get kicked in the nuts or spend 30 nights in jail?
Yuramova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail.
Think about that. Just an accusation can land you behind bars under the weight of a $1 million bail. So most likely he would have to pony up 10% of that money, which is about $100,000 just to get out of jail. And that's before he's even found a lawyer. So you can add another $5,000 to $10,000 for the retainer. And what does the frivolous accuser have to pay, you ask? Zero. Now with that information, how quote-unquote free do you think you really are? Or is that just something you tell yourself so you can fall asleep at night? But hey, let's carry on.
A new complaint now states Daniel Pearson was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yuramova admitted to her lies.
So it turns out that Daniel didn't have $100,000 as collateral, deposit to pay for his bail. So he had to sit in a jail cell with the real killers, drug dealers, and criminals for 30 plus days, or until his case was brought in front of a judge. This is a minor point, because what's really important is that we believe all women. Yes, even when there's no evidence of the interaction. Hey, even if he has never met this woman, remember, we've got to believe women.
The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point in the video did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yuramova claimed the vehicle took.
You think maybe, just maybe, they could have done this investigation before they arrested him? I don't know. Maybe built an actual case first before they threw him in jail for 30 days. Just possibly assume that he was innocent before assuming he was guilty. Isn't that what the blindfolded chick with the scales in front of every courthouse is supposed to represent? Oh, my mistake. Believing all women is obviously more important than a person's constitutional rights. How foolish of me. That's only for show.
Yuramova was called to the DA's office for questioning last Thursday, and because of more inconsistencies in her story, she was called back in on Friday. That's when the complaint states Yuramova admitted that she had lied about the entire incident and that no assault occurred. Yuramova said she had seen Pearson and his truck before in the parking lot of her old job and that he was, quote, creepy. All charges against Pearson have been dropped.
Yeah, so being creepy is all it takes to be accused of sexual assault. So what's the real takeaway here? A lot of you men think that you're free or you have quote-unquote rights. Well, come on now, that's a fallacy. You see, the government and the sisterhood has just given you permission to exist for now. And those so-called inalienable rights can be revoked anytime you become a threat. That's why it's important not to jump to conclusions every time a man is accused of sexual misconduct. You should take such accusations with a grain of salt and understand that this approach can and will be used to take down a man that has successfully evaded the system. If you have dodged all of the wealth redistribution traps like marriage and child support and have rebuked the herd mentality mindset, you should feel empowered but never feel safe, because sexual assault will always be there to take you down if you get too big for your britches. Stay quiet and stay humble. Celebrate your wins in private, because never forget, you are public enemy number one. If you spread this message of free tenderloin distribution or challenge the arguments of groupthink, don't be surprised when they come for you.
And now Yurimova is the one facing charges. She is currently in jail and is due back in court sometime later this month. And according to that criminal complaint we got our hands on earlier today, Yurimova told police that she was going to admit to them at some point that she had lied about this entire situation. At some point, she was going to tell them that before the court proceedings. She also told police that she admitted to her father that she had lied about all of this.
Several months later.
A Bristol Township woman who falsely accused a stranger of trying to kidnap and rape her is going to jail. Last April, 20-year-old Angela Yurimova told police a man grabbed her in a parking lot, punched her, and tried to drag her into his truck. Police traced the man down and arrested him in front of his wife and kids. He spent a month in jail before detectives questioned Yurimova about inconsistencies in her story. She then admitted she had never met him, and he never touched her. Yurimova will spend at least a month and a half in jail for the false claims.
A month and a half in jail for a premeditated false accusation of a man she's never met. This is what we're calling justice nowadays. I mean, this man went through real emotional trauma, a word the sisterhood loves to throw around. He should, no, he must sue this woman civilly for a minimum of $1 million or the amount of bail the judge charged him. He should also sue Bucks County for even entertaining this frivolous case. Every false accusation must be hit as hard as possible to deter women from placing these false calls.
But it is important that, you know, that if you ask me how I feel about it, it's important that people are held responsible for making up fake, false allegations like this. Especially, you know how many angry women call the police on people who never actually did anything?
Yeah.
You know how many people,
Yeah.
you know it literally takes nothing for a woman with sharp nails to just do this and say, my boyfriend beat me up, he scratched me on my face. She don't even got to do the scratch. She don't even have to do the fake scratch on herself. She could just say it, and they're coming to arrest you. Especially in certain states, they're coming to get you.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck.
They come.
The allegation is enough for you to come get arrested, and then they'll serve you a warrant, and then boom, you got to go to court and fight it.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So me, Lord Destro.